Israel is one of the most talked about countries in the world, but also one of the most misunderstood. It's a small nation in the Middle East, yet its history, conflicts, and influence reach far beyond its borders. To understand Israel today, we need to go back thousands of years. This land, often called the Holy Land, is sacred to three major religions: Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Cities like Jerusalem are not just places on a map. They are deeply spiritual centers for billions of people. For the Jewish people, this land is their ancient homeland, dating back to biblical times. But over centuries, the region was conquered and ruled by many empires, including the Romans, Ottomans, and later the British. After World War II, the world changed forever. The Holocaust had taken the lives of 6 million Jews, creating global support for a Jewish homeland where they could live safely. In 1947, the United Nations proposed a plan to divide the land into two states, one Jewish and one Arab. In 1948, Israel officially became a state. But this moment of independence also marked the beginning of conflict. Neighboring Arab countries rejected the plan, leading to war. Hundreds of thousands of Palestinians were displaced, creating a crisis that still affects the region today. This is where the story becomes complex. For Israelis, it was the birth of a nation, a place of safety after centuries of persecution. For Palestinians, it was the loss of their homes and land. Two different perspectives, both deeply emotional. Over the years, multiple wars have taken place. In 1967, 1973, and beyond, Israel gained control over territories like the West Bank and East Jerusalem, which are still at the center of tensions today. The conflict is not just about land. It's about identity, security, history, and the future. There have been many attempts at peace. Agreements were signed, leaders shook hands, and hope briefly appeared. But lasting peace has remained out of reach. Violence, mistrust, and political disagreements continue to make solutions difficult. At the same time, Israel has developed into a highly advanced country. Its city, Tel Aviv, is known as a global tech hub, often called the startup nation. Israeli companies have made breakthroughs in cybersecurity, medicine, agriculture, and artificial intelligence. Despite its small size, Israel has one of the strongest economies in the region. Its military is also highly advanced, focusing heavily on defense systems. This is largely due to the constant security threats the country faces. But life in Israel is not just about conflict and politics. It's a diverse society made up of people from different backgrounds. Jews from Europe, Africa, and the Middle East, as well as Arab citizens who live within Israel. This diversity creates both cultural richness and internal challenges. Now, let's talk about alliances. Israel has strong relationships with countries like the United States, which provides military and economic support. In recent years, Israel has also normalized relations with several Arab countries, opening new doors for cooperation. These agreements show that change is possible. But the central issue, the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, still remains unresolved. Peace efforts continue, but they are complicated. Both sides have demands, fears, and histories that cannot be ignored. Trust is fragile, and every new conflict makes it harder to rebuild. So where does the future stand? Some believe a two-state solution is the answer, where Israel and Palestine exist as separate nations. Others argue that the situation has become too complex for that plan to work. There is no simple solution. What is clear is that millions of people on both sides want the same basic things: safety, stability, and a better future for their children. Israel today stands as a symbol of resilience, a country that has survived wars, built a strong economy, and become a center of innovation. At the same time, it remains at the heart of one of the longest-running conflicts in modern history. It is a place where ancient faith and modern technology exist side by side, where history and the future constantly collide. Understanding Israel means understanding complexity. It means recognizing that there are no easy answers, and no single perspective that tells the whole story. As the world continues to watch, one question remains: can peace ever truly be achieved? The answer is still being written by the people who live there, by the leaders who make decisions, and by the generations that will shape the future.